Leovold, Vintage Death Shadow would work. It does get misstepped though, is the thing. So I don't know if it would work really well, but it would work to some degree. Let's find out what we're against. This is a great opener. This is like the opener you want when you play this deck. All we need is a Pyromancer. We've got the Misstep, we've got the deck, and it's Shops. I actually want to get matched up against Shops because I need practice against the newer build. Because it's different now. Like, I mean, it's literally like a whole 3 cards different, which is a big deal in Vintage. 3 cards is like a new deck. Alright. So we can misstep the Soul Ring. We've got Black Lotus, Soul Ring, Strip Mine, turn 1 Trinisphere, huh? Turn 1 Trinisphere, huh? Okay. Well, I guess we're going to be getting out a basic island. I think that seems like the best play. Unless there was a Strip Mine there. Was there? I don't think there was. Oh, fuck me. There is Strip Mine. Wow. This is just the nut draw from the opponent. What do we do? Do we go basic island into Strip Mine, then they play Black Lotus Trinisphere? like, look at my opponent's opener, dude. It's Strip Mine you, play Black Lotus, play Trinisphere. Such a nuts turn, dude. Such a nuts turn. I think you do just get a red. Yeah, let's get a red blue source. My opponent has Strip Mine. I don't think they have Wasteland. The Strip Mine was a surprise, so let's not be surprised by another land. It's Ancient Tomb. Yeah, let's just get a Volcanic Island then. Because if it's going to get stripped, you might as well get your dual stripped instead of your basic stripped. So you can use it later so it doesn't get wastelanded, essentially. And we're going to look for some action. Like a Black Lotus, a Force of Will. Like a turn 1 DAC would be very good. Would not mind a turn 1 DAC Faden. Ancestral Recall is good, but if they play Trinisphere, we can't play it. Am I going to bottom an Ancestral Recall right now? I guess I have to. My own Strip Mine's kind of good. I'll play this out. Maybe they get greedy and they go for Soul Ring. I doubt it. I think they'll play Black Lotus Trinisphere, honestly, because, I mean, I just would myself. I think it's a very strong play. Turn 2, get fucked, right? Either we do nothing on turn 1 and get fucked, or we do a bunch of stuff on turn 1 and get fucked. We're kind of... This is a tough opener for the league this week. The funny thing about Vintage is if this was Modern, dude, I'd be so butthurt. I'd be like, I hate Tron. But I really like Vintage. I don't know. It's stolen my heart. It's the only way I can describe it to you. It makes sense, man. I planned it out in my head. You're going to Strip Mine my thing. Just makes sense. It's just good magic. Black Lotus, you got it, bro. I guess we could have misstepped. But I felt like Preordain was a million times better than that. We looked at more cards, better chance of finding Force of Will. Oh, wow, they didn't go for the... That's interesting. Well, I will totally misstep this. We did what we could. We could also snuff this out later, so it's not really the end of the world. We just need to find a swamp. I just didn't want to get a black source first, because we already have another red source. I don't want to have, like... Also, if they shut down the red source, I wanted to have a red source, because I think Dak Faden's just, like, nuts in this matchup. I'm sure you can agree with me, right? So the turn 1 was kind of bad for us, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I guess you go with Library. There's not really a lot of other plays to make. I could go with Strip Mine, but I don't think that's the proper turn. Because we know the opponent is kind of gassed out. I mean, they got Trinisphere, but they can't play it. They've got Walking Ballista, but, I mean, it doesn't do a lot. Just play out the Library and pass the turn. The opponent immediately draws Mishra's Fan. That's good. That's good. Nothing like the Trinisphere. Now, this is going to be a long battle. But we can use our life total as a resource for, like, let's say 5 turns. If we find a black source, actually won't really be many turns at all, because we can just go all on one turn. Can't play Black Lotus. It's pretty brutal. Favorite Canadian porn star doing? I'm having a good day. I'm enjoying Vintage, but I'm getting absolutely slaughtered. And for once, it's not because I suck. It's because I'm just getting destroyed. It just happens. To be fair, dude, like the last Thursday, I was on fire. That Oath League was nuts. We're kind of just getting shopsed right now. We're getting hit with the shops. I haven't even played Pyromancer yet. That's probably why we're doing so poorly. We haven't had to turn 1 Pyro yet. Alright. Well, I don't even think we can win now. I mean, they have Walking Ballista. So what is this? 6 damage. I can't win, technically. I could draw next turn. It's just like, I just don't think there's like a legitimate way to do anything. Because the Trinisphere is in play. So like, you can tap draw with Library, but then you can't play anything. So I'm going to play Biforce, Ingot Chewer, Energy Flux, and Mountain. And I'm going to board out, let's see, let's board out all the copies of Mental Misstep. I mean, I hit Soul Ring, but I'm not going to leave a Mental Misstep to hit just Soul Ring. Doesn't really seem very good. Thoughtseize on the play is good. On the draw, it's not the greatest. Maybe I should run Dismember instead of Snuff Out. Dismember might just be better. I think you leave in all the Dax. Mana Drain is kind of good against shops when you're on the play. Get the mana, play Jace. Kind of need mana in general. But then it's also 2 mana, so maybe it's just too clunky. I mean, I could totally see an argument for not boarding it in. But for me right now, I'm on Thoughtseize coming out. Oh yeah, Notion Thief's in the deck. That's true. I forgot about the Jank card. We actually need both of them out of here because the card does basically nothing. Although we can't really board out anything else. I mean, I'm not going to leave in Misstep. Like I said, it just doesn't do anything. Notion Thief beats people up. I mean, I just don't think it's going to happen, but I don't think we're going to counter something with Misstep either. So this is fine. I'll just do this. There's not really a lot else to board out. Hope we get Dredge next. I actually want some Dredge practice. I want to play against Dredge and win. That's what I want to do. This is a very good opener. I'll totally keep this. As long as they don't have like a turn 1 Sphere, turn 2 Trinisphere, or turn 1 Trinisphere bullshit, we should totally be in a very good spot. We'll be going basic island. I like 1 Misstep in case they bring in Misstep. Ooh. Shops decks do that. That is true. What was it? Was it Steve Menendian who did it? Or was it... There was someone on Vintage Super League where someone wasn't expecting them to bring in Misstep and they were on shops or like stacks. And he was like, well, fuck me. Well, he didn't say that. That's just my interpretation of what happened. What I would have said had it happened to me. I would have been like, well, fuck me. We're screwed. But that's just because I curse a lot. Because it's fun. Or swear. Or cuss. I still don't know why it's called cussing. Snuff Out is good enough. Second DAC is just like unnecessary, I would imagine. So we just line it up like so. Put the Preordain in the hand so maybe the Snuff Out has a chance to live play DAC next turn. I guess they could actually play a turn 1 Notion Thief. Or not Notion Thief, excuse me, Thought-Knot Seer. But that would be terrible, so let's just pass the turn. Well, fuck me. Dude, that should be a quote, because I say that all the time. Like, a lot. Strip Mine. Wow. Turn 1 Strip Mine both times. Cool. Cool draw. We almost had a turn 2 DAC fade in. Bottom, top. Pyromancer seems good. Need a Mox right about now. Man needs Mox badly. Running 5. Phyrexian Revoker. Man no longer wants Mox. Mox not needed. Damn, Snuff Out's a fucking good Magic card. Holy shit. Let's go. Time Walk, Snuff Out, Dak, take your Mox, get bodied. Get bodied, brah. We could just pay. I mean, I could just go Pyromancer, Snuff Out. Nah, we gotta do this. That sounded disgusting. Did you hear that? My voice. It was very gross. It sounded like Steve-O. Alright, Time Walk. F6. Looking for Force of Will. Mana Drain. That's, like, stupid good. I'm taking the Mox, though. Give me that Mox right now. That's my Mox. Can you make that noise again? You want it as a ringtone? You'll hear it again in the future, I assure you. That's not the last of that sound. Alright. Give me that Mox. Alright, now we pass. We finally got to steal something with Dak Fayden. The league has been achieved. They passed the turn. See, Dak's too good, man. This is where we destroy them. He just concedes. Yeah, it's over, dude. Dak plus Pyro, it's over. It's over, dude. We need Force of Will. And also, I'll try what you're talking about. I mean, I just don't think Notion Thief will ever happen in a match. Like, there's never going to be a game where it's like, and it wins me the game. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, man. Was that? Yeah, it's my porn noise, dude. This is a very interesting hand. It's either really good or too slow. I'm going to keep it. It's got Black Lotus, Dak, or excuse me, I want Black Lotus. That's why I said Black Lotus. It's got Mox, finally, Energy Flux, which is great. Dak, which is great. Thoughtseize, which is extremely mediocre, to be honest with you. Ghost Quarter, go. Okay. Fetch land, go. Backed up by a Mox. We're going to have to pitch one of these two if we got to force something. Shops? Yeah, it's like Shops, basically. I don't think it stacks. Haven't seen a Smokestack or... It also has a lot of creatures in it. Stacks often doesn't run a lot of creatures. Ancient Tomb, okay. Not going to Thoughtseize? I'll just get or I'll just get Ghost Quartered. Lose all my black mana. Do I Energy Flux this? Or do I force this? Energy Flux and Ravager have an awkward synergy because they could just sack everything to the Ravager. What do you guys think? Do you force this or no? Because Ravager's real. I mean, I guess I could Dak next turn. You'd say this isn't scary? Alright. It's a 1-1? I guess you're right. It's just, that's such a good card is the thing. It's so good. See, if they sack things to the Ravager, you win with Dak. It's true. It is true. That's probably just Force of Willpower. So now let's go Dak. Off an Underground Sea. Maybe we just get another Volk because the opponent is... Like we just go Volk. Because they have Ghost Quarter is the thing, so... Yeah, I'm just going to do Volk. We don't even really need the black mana, we just have a black card. It's really more important to have red. Specifically for this matchup. We could even discard Thoughtseize to Dak Fayden here. Assuming we find something better. Wow, Mox Jet totally opens this up. Library's just not going to happen in the face of a Ghost Quarter. And, I don't want to discard Strip Mine. Because I could play Mox Jet this turn and Thoughtseize. Because I can, like, strip the Ancient Tomb. But I could also, like, knock a card out of my opponent's hand right now. I could just discard the Thoughtseize. You think discard Strip Mine? I don't know, Strip Mine's... Oh, well... The thing is, Flux is just so strong. Alright. I do want to Thoughtseize this turn is the thing. Because I can, for once. Second Ravager, Wasteland, Ghost Quarter. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Ravager, because they'll never play Precursor Golem. It's 5 mana. Let me read the wording of this. Whenever copies this for each copy, they have 3 mana. That's kind of why I want to take Ravager. Also, Energy Flux against Precursor Golem seems fine. Or maybe Mox Jet was worth discarding. Although I did get the Thoughtseize off, which is nice. Because now they have to choose between Wastelanding me or playing Precursor Golem. Because their hand is just Precursor Golem and some Wasteland effects. But you are right about having to force it. It's just like he could play Ravager this turn as the thing. We could just blow it up. Alright. That seems good. Or we could just play Young Pyromancer instead. Although we will lose our red source, so we can never really blow it up again. Am I really going to discard Bifrost and Ingot Chewer to play Young Pyromancer? I guess I am. I think I'm doing it. It's just like Energy Flux is so good, and like we can find another source with Dak. They'll probably Wasteland me again because they're... Well, maybe they won't because they'll be behind. They're trying to play the Precursor Golem. I don't know. It looks like they're just going to go for the Wasteland. That seems wrong. Well, it's just like... What am I going to blow up? The 1/1 Arcbound Ravager? Now we can start like producing tokens and stuff and just like win. Although my play was super risky. I mean, it definitely was. Okay, so we can discard Dak Faden. Force of Will. Preordain. Trigger Young Pyromancer. Mox Ruby. Got a bottom probably. Everything but the Mox Ruby. Cast the Mox Ruby. Swing for 2. Just play Flux on a win against your opponent. Well, the thing is, Energy Flux like shuts down all my mana, though. I have to start paying for all my Mox. Because I'll lose like Mox Jet and Mox Pearl. And he has like an artifact in play. It would hit me like way harder right now. It looks like my opponent's just going to try to not play Magic as the goal. Chalice for 1. Sure. Now I want to play Energy Flux. Your opponent can't really develop anything but a 1/1 with Flux in play. I wasn't playing Energy Flux because I have 3 Mox. And I guess Chalice is on 1, so we just discard these. Wasteland the opponent. Swing for 1. Your Mox don't matter. Just steal Chalice. Does that not do anything, though? Does that not do crap? If I draw a blue source, I probably should just play Energy Flux next turn. Especially now that Chalice, Ravager, got the strip mine off. We really do just need to find a blue source. Then it probably is just game. Like, what can he play for 1 mana? I'm assuming nothing? You forgot your own trigger? Did I really? What trigger are you talking about? Don't troll me. I might have missed something. Oh, the Chalice trigger. Okay, you're making... Yes, I remember the Chalice fiasco at Eternal Weekend. Opponent played Soul Ring and a Chalice of the Void. Seems good. Red. Let's do this the right way, I guess. Flux. Bip, bip. Alright, so now the opponent's in a really rough situation because everything costs 2. So they either have to keep... Oh, wow, they're going to go all in on the Ravager, I guess. They're just going to pay 2. Okay. Guess it's bigger. I mean, the thing is, we could just steal it next turn with Dak Payton. So they could play something here. Although I don't think it would make a huge difference, would it? What could they have? He can't be so he wants to keep something. Do we keep any of our mocks? All right. You're at 4. The Mox Ruby? I'll pay for Mox Ruby with the other 2 mocks. No. No. Draw a blue card. Kill your creature. Yeah, I think keeping the Mox Ruby is the best one. I just don't think black really matters as much against stacks as red does. So they don't have a lot of mana. There's actually not very much they can do. They can go to 1. And now we force the Golem. That's game. All right, little loose, but we got there. Black Lotus would have been nice earlier. We're 1-1. Okay. All right.